I've been involved with the Indiana Fever, Pacer Sports and Entertainment, off and on for mostly 21 years. And so I've seen the highs, I've seen the lows, and I know I know what the Simons want, I know what they deserve, I know what our fans need. I win 13 and now we won 20. And so I'm real pleased with the progress that we've made, the talent that we have, the job that they're coming in Connecticut. And I said, Darius, let's go back to Indy. Let's have one game in Indy. He said, there is no way I'm going to do anything to allow my team to get out of this arena. And I said, well, I don't blame you. I said, because we will have 19,000 people ready for you. And he said, I don't want to go back to Indy. But our players deserve.
The Indiana Fever are at a crucial juncture, and fans are increasingly frustrated. Lin Dunn, the Fever's general manager, and Christy Sides, the head coach, are facing scrutiny over the team's inconsistency, decision-making, and the handling of Caitlin Clark, who is fast becoming the face of the WNBA. With the Fever just barely making the playoffs, many believe that now is the time for serious changes at the top if the team wants to truly capitalize on Clark's potential. Christy Sides entered her role as head coach with minimal head coaching experience, making it one of the toughest jobs in the league. Leading a team with a young superstar like Caitlin Clark brings massive pressure. Clark, the #1 pick, has transformed the team's identity, leading to increased viewership, ticket sales, and media attention. Yet despite this, the Fever struggled through the season, and Sides' decision-making was called into question by fans and analysts alike. One of the most glaring criticisms of Sides has been her poor in-game management, especially regarding timeouts. Timeouts are essential to regroup, stop momentum, and strategize during critical moments, but Sides consistently fail to use them effectively. Time and again, the Fever found themselves in tough situations where a timeout could have provided relief, but Sides opted to let the team play through it. This has left fans baffled and frustrated. But timeouts aren't the only issue. Sides' handling of substitutions has been another point of contention. Many times, she pulled players when they were just getting into a rhythm or left struggling players on the court for too long. This indecision on her part often resulted in the Fever losing their grit on games they should have won. Her inability to read the game and manage her roster properly is one of the primary reasons the Fever had an inconsistent season. At the heart of the Fever's success, there's one undeniable truth. Caitlin Clark has been nothing short of phenomenal. The rookie sensation has been the engine driving the team forward. Whether it's her deadly three-point shooting, her court vision, or her clutch plays under pressure, Clark has done it all. Without her, it's hard to imagine Indiana even making the playoffs, let alone competing at the level they did. But here's the issue. Clark's talent alone can't carry this team to a championship. She needs the right environment, leadership, and coaching to maximize her potential. Christy Sides has not been able to provide that. Clark's physicality on the court means she's taken quite a beating this season, often facing hard fouls and rough play. Yet, Sides failed to stand up for her. When Clark was fouled or targeted by opponents, Sides didn't challenge the referees or advocate for her star player. In a league where protecting your best player can alter the game's dynamics, this is inexcusable. Clark's ability to carry the team on her back is undeniable, but the weight of the team's success shouldn't fall solely on her. A coach's job is to put their best player in positions to succeed, but Sides' game plan often left Clark without the necessary support. As a result, the Fever's offense often stagnated, and they struggled to keep pace with other top teams. As the Fever's GM, Lin Dunn's loyalty to Christy Sides has also drawn sharp criticism. Dunn has been a pillar in the WNBA, but her unwavering support for Sides is becoming harder to justify. Fans have been vocal about their dissatisfaction with Sides and are demanding a change. Yet, Dunn has repeatedly backed her coach, stating that Sides just needs more time. But how much more time can the Fever afford to give? With a generational talent like Caitlin Clark on their roster, the stakes are high. Fans and analysts alike are concerned that if the Fever don't make significant changes, they risk wasting Clark's prime years. The team has shown flashes of brilliance, but there's a strong belief that they are capable of much more if they had the right coach at the helm. Dunn's reluctance to make a change has left many questioning her leadership. The Fever's struggles aren't just about wins and losses, though those certainly matter. It's about the long-term direction of the franchise. With Clark leading the way, Indiana has the potential to build a championship-caliber team, but that requires the right pieces, including a coach who can maximize Clark's talent and protect her on the court. While Caitlin Clark has dominated the headlines, there's another player who has been somewhat overshadowed by all the Clark hype: A'ja Wilson of the Las Vegas Aces. At 28, Wilson has already scored 1,000 points in the regular season, an impressive feat by any measure. Despite her incredible performances, many fans and analysts feel that Wilson isn't receiving the attention she deserves. Some argue that the media's focus on Caitlin Clark has taken away from Wilson's accomplishments. Clark's rookie season and her immediate impact on the Fever have been incredible, but that doesn't mean we should overlook the sustained greatness of players like Wilson. Both athletes are extraordinary in their own right, but the WNBA needs to find a balance in how it promotes its stars. Caitlin Clark has undeniably brought more eyes to the WNBA. Her exciting play style, charisma, and leadership have drawn in new fans and elevated the league's profile. She's become a ratings machine, and her presence has undoubtedly benefited both the Fever and the WNBA as a whole. However, her recent decision to take a break from the league for 200 days is a major blow. Fans are already expressing their disappointment, and many have voiced that they're less interested in watching without Clark on the court. This presents a real challenge for the league. The WNBA is growing, but it needs its stars to be present to sustain that growth. Clark's absence will likely lead to a dip in viewership, which raises concerns about the league's ability to keep new fans engaged. The WNBA needs stars like Caitlin Clark, A'ja Wilson, and Angel Reese to continue driving the sport forward. The question now is whether the league can maintain momentum without one of its biggest attractions. The Indiana Fever have a golden opportunity with Caitlin Clark. They need to make the right moves to capitalize on her talent. Keeping Christy Sides as head coach is increasingly looking like a mistake. Her inability to manage the team effectively, coupled with her failure to protect Clark, has left fans frustrated and questioning the direction of the franchise. Many are now calling for both Christy Sides and Lin Dunn to step down. Dunn's loyalty to Sides is admirable, but at some point she needs to put the team's long-term success above personal relationships. The Fever have a generational talent in Clark, and they can't afford to waste her prime years with a coach who doesn't maximize her potential. It's not just about wins and losses, it's about setting the team up for sustained success. The Fever need a coach who can elevate Clark's game, protect her on the court, and make the right decisions when it matters most. Sides has shown that she isn't that coach. The team's future is too important to leave in the hands of someone who has consistently made questionable decisions. Despite the challenges with the coaching staff, Caitlin Clark has been a beacon of hope for the Fever. She's not only won Rookie of the Year, but she's also set new records and elevated the team to new heights. Her dual threat ability, combining elite scoring and court vision, has made her one of the most dangerous players in the league. Clark's impact has been undeniable, and she's already proving to be one of the most exciting players in the WNBA. Even legends like Cheryl Swoops have taken notice. Swoops, a Hall of Famer, has praised Clark for her ability to change the game and bring more attention to women's basketball. Clark's impact goes beyond the Fever. She's drawing in new fans and breaking viewership records across the league. People are tuning in to see what she'll do next, and that's a testament to her star power. But as Clark takes a break from the league, there's a sense of unease about what will happen in her absence. The Fever, and the WNBA as a whole, will feel the impact of her departure. Clark has built a strong connection with fans, and many are already vocal about their disappointment that she won't be playing for a while. The Fever must make the right moves to ensure that when Clark returns, she comes back to a team that's ready to compete for a championship. the Indiana Fever are at a crossroads. Lin Dunn's decision to stick with Christie's sides has left fans questioning the direction of the team. Caitlin Clark is a generational talent, and she deserves the best support possible. If the Fever want to capitalize on Clark's brilliance and build a championship team, they need a coach who can lead them there. Sides has shown that she isn't that coach, and Dunn's loyalty to her is becoming harder to justify. The Fever's future is bright, but they won't reach their full potential without making tough decisions now. Caitlin Clark's talent is too valuable to waste, and if Indiana wants to win championships, they need to start by finding the right leadership.